Well, I can do it again if you want. Okay, and I'm gonna turn on my camera and also open my camera up. John Apple. They them. I think this is really intimate for the viewers. What do you think? Uh, what?
That, and
Oh,
we
that's
fixed
cool.
that as well.
Did we fix it?
I did.
Okay. Oop. Whoops. Sorry, one second.
Sorry about that, everybody. I'm gonna message the Discord to get that bump. Oh, they changed how Twitch links work on Discord now. A good actual. It actually shows what the stream is. Never did that before.
Oh. Yeah, it was always just measly meatloaf shit.
I really don't like that Twitch badmouths me when I link myself. Yeah. Just so I'm not eating pizza on stream, I'm gonna move the pizza out of my vicinity.
This is my shit. This is my little guy. This is show and tell.
Yeah. So Henry, do us like some show and tell while I also go get my headphones, and then we'll start things in earnest.
Ooh. Who is that, Henry?
It's a little ghoul that Max gave to me.
Does
Colors really don't come through at all.
Does the ghoul have a name?
I don't know. I'm gonna pull up the hunter reference sheet now instead of when the first time I need it.
That's actually really smart. I should also do that too.
That's actually really good. Oh shit. Are we supposed to be filling the air or something?
I mean, it's always appreciated, but it's really never.
Have you been here the whole time?
Me? No.
I feel like we started the stream way too early.
No,
Yeah.
actually, it's 7:37.
Oh, we got
right.
new portraits.
I think they look pretty good.
I
love Zeke's
And by pretty
outfit.
good, I mean amazing.
Yeah,
I love Zeke's Arthur's.
I think everybody. I was sending this feedback to Luna. I think Stu's about 40% sluttier, and I don't really know what you changed. But he's just.
I think it's the bracelets.
He's got that thing about him. He's kind of got that dog in him.
Yeah.
This might be a bit of a disorganized episode, so sorry. It's usually not like this. I just want to really prepare people. In the spirit of things, I think we're all prepared. Everybody prepared?
Oh,
Sure.
Well, almost.
Lines?
Hold
Yeah.
on.
Cool. Yeah, I was gonna ask. It's really.
When are we doing our Audacity sync?
Oh yeah, at 7:39 p.m. March 21st, 2024.
Like 25 seconds.
Roundabout.
Okay, I'm getting ready.
I can't wait to clap in sync with no one else yet again.
Just don't be so far away. For everybody, for people that don't know, Reese lives in Lapland.
Yeah. It's a couple minutes away.
Reese, have you watched How To with John Wilson? Is this thing on? That was so early, Reese.
It says 7:39.
That was like a full 5 seconds
seconds
early.
I
It's
can
five-
use
it was
this.
5 seconds early.
And we're oh no, what's this now? Baby bangs.
Why do
Welcome.
we keep doing this?
Because it makes you so unhappy. And because I can, based on how everyone reacts to the clapping, I can kind of make it about right.
Right. Well, it's good that we got the slate of Reese clapping and then me going. That was
Huh?
almost 5 full seconds early.
Yeah, it really felt like it. There's a fun lead up and aftercare. Welcome to Ghosts Town, a horror anthology meteorology enthusiasts collectivist that we do every week here on twitch.tv/. Last time, our 3 intrepid hunters and their really cool boss, who everybody loves, and buy the t-shirt on Redbubble now, went to BC and perhaps the world's premier wizard music / etc. festival, Pentagram. They were dosed upon entry and had a kind of overall okay time before Eminem took the main stage with Dr. Dre.
Oh yeah.
All sorts of shit was going down. But you guys ate yummy fast food, got into a fight with a bunch of archivists and whatnot. Stu played in a bit of a jam band for a little while and then summoned what was sort of a storm-based buffalo to bemuse the stoned-based
The senses.
ruffians. I'm floundering here. Of this great music festival. Things were going great. Stu was planning to spend the night at the festival, maybe find a tent or couch to shack up / shack out in. I'm so phlegmy today. Give me a second. Okay, we'll take it from the top. But then as you were walking Guy, Valerie, and Zeke to the docks, veritable or real, one Marshall Mather stepped out from backstage, greeted you in a passing, and then all of a sudden was hit by one of the main band techniques of the Pentagram Music Festival, the inverse sieve technique. We will begin in media res, but first I must ask all of you, what's your experience with Eminem's work and life, and more specifically, how do you think that you're going to carry that into today's session?
In character or not?
I feel like everything you, Henry, say usually feels into the character of Henry. So, we can start there.
That's true. And most of my characters are basically just me.
Yeah, but with flute this time.
But flute this time, yeah. And,
In any order we like.
Kevin and Stu are basically the same guy, but they're a little bit different in the brain.
Okay, and please.
When I was 14, I thought that I was gay, or that was Macklemore, right?
I think that's Macklemore, yeah.
I guess my experience with Eminem is that I've listened to a couple of his tracks, namely Rap God and a couple other ones probably. What's the one where he's like what's the one where he's like 1 minute Slim Shady you're on? That's Rap God. I think. What's the other one that he does?
Ass. You're pretty familiar with Ass Like That?
No, I don't think I am.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. It's definitely not Eminem. He did Without Me. He did Stan.
Yeah.
He did
Yeah,
My
I know
Name
that one.
Is.
Oh yeah.
He did Till I Collapse. He did Mom's Spaghetters. That's called he was in the film 8 Mile where he went up against
Lose Yourself.
He was the film 8 Mile.
No, he was
in a
White
way.
Rabbit. You guys know that the character in that film, it's not Eminem, it's a different rapper from Detroit who goes by the name
Right.
Bunny Rabbit.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's I'm
That's
glad
good.
he went with Eminem because I think that one's much better, to be honest.
Luna,
Yeah.
you like Eminem?
I guess I'm vaguely familiar. I really like the Mom Spaghetti version of Lose Yourself on YouTube, where all the lyrics are just Mom Spaghetti.
It's a pivotal
yeah.
pivotal and seminal work, agreed.
Oh, I think he also did that one where he's like, "That's an awfully hot coffee pot."
He also did a lot of songs that people remember because there was a Rihanna feature in it, and they always kind of assumed that it was a Rihanna song with an Eminem feature.
Right.
Like
That's really interesting.
Monster's an Eminem song.
Right.
Yeah, and it's his part of it is really bad.
Yeah.
Just before we get to Reese, as always, I just want to say that myself, I was too big of an Eminem fan for a while. If you'd believe it or not, it's when I worked at a hardware store. I thought 8 Mile was a really cool movie. Yeah, and
that's what Lowe's does to a motherfucker.
Rona at the time, actually. Try again. Also, when I watched Venom multiple times in theaters, I think I really enjoyed it when, at the end, Eminem really kind of recapped some of the stuff that happened vis-a-vis Venom. He just says Venom, gonna come and get him, go and get Goot, get him, get Venom, pretty much. And Reese? Sminem?
I like, yeah, he's alright, I guess.
Bad news, guys.
I like My Band, I guess, by D12.
Wow. Okay.
Oh yeah, that one's kind of fun. Yeah. I like that one. I always forget about D12, which I guess is what the song is about.
Yeah.
He does have a band. I can't remember their name right now.
They're not a band. They don't play instruments. So.
And Eminem was banned from going to a lot of schools.
Can we talk about BTS?
Behind the scenes of Eminem.
I don't think we're allowed to.
Yeah, I don't really want
to...
They got him! The army got him!
Technically, are we allowed to talk about them, or are they sort of a military secret right now?
Right now? I want to say 2009 was... I feel like the One Direction is more the hot button topic that I think Stu would be aware of right now. I can't imagine does Stu listen to a lot of
no, probably
K-pop
not
in 2009?
I don't think few did in Canada, I think.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure I could think of a lot of a certain demographic of people that were probably listening to a lot of K-pop in 2009.
Also, One Direction formed in 2010.
No
One Direction never got drafted, did they?
When was Bieber Fever hot? Is that in like 2009?
Probably. When did Dunkirk come out?
That's not Justin Bieber. That's a different little white boy.
I think
because
Justin
when did
Bieber... Justin Bieber was probably around this time, right?
He was alive, yeah. He might be at Pentagram because he's Canadian. And also, like, I want to say 17 at the oldest.
Right. I want to say he's not playing at Pentagram, but he probably is there.
I think he's playing in the sandbox or with some Sharpies.
He's 4.
It is presently 12:01 a.m. October 31st, 2009. The perpetual near dusk of twilight has stayed in the air above the Pentagram Music Festival, where uproarious cheering is heard from the fans of Eminem and Dr. Dre, who are now gearing up to see a high-energy performance from punk band of the time,
a punk band from 2009.
Smash Mouth.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you hear Smash Mouth, Smash Mouth, Smash. Yeah, people are going absolutely crazy. Fireworks going off into the sky, eliminating the waterless husk of Marshall Mathers, replete on the ground in front of you. Geigo falls to his knees in abject horror. What do my 3 beautiful little hunters do?
Wow. I was just thinking about... Sorry, if I may. I was just thinking about how...
time out.
In Rainbows is out. Has been out for 2 years, I think. At this point.
Dude, Stu's been obnoxious about that shit.
Oh, definitely.
Stu has not shut up about Radiohead's In Rainbows.
I forgot that was like around so early in our human history.
Actually, I'm pretty sure it was quite square.
Oh, I was wondering what was behind you.
Stu seems like the type of person to have a favorite movie from like the 1930s.
He really likes the one where the rocket hit the moon.
Like the first movie they ever made.
You're thinking of Train.
Train come into station.
Train come into station. They didn't have enough space yet in the title. You couldn't do long titles, so they had to take out the S.
Train, as opposed to trains.
Train comes into station.
Oh, okay.
It was just train come into station.
Eminem's dead.
Yeah, shit.
You guys can't keep deflecting. Deal with your grief.
I like that this is all
much.
happening because it's 12:05 a.m.
Yeah.
October 31st.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay, so this
like
is
Halloween Eve, right?
Halloween is Halloween is just started.
Can we?
It's
I'd
Halloween
like to,
morning.
Yeah.
I would like to read a bad situation if I may.
You got this.
9.
Okay, hold 2.
I
I gotta have this shit up, man. I'm always so concerned about the pictures that I put up in the background and this guy.
I was just talking about right before you came on how this is one of the first times I've actually thought to pull up the Hunter reference sheet before the stream starts instead of the first time I need it.
I really appreciate that, man.
Yeah. Okay. So I would say I guess it's like what's the biggest threat, but really I'm just trying to see like where this spell came from.
Okay.
Maybe like what's the biggest threat? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
Those are the two you wanna.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, there's someone nearby who is able and willing to kill a powerful warlock like Marshall Mathers with the flick of the wrist.
Oh wait, sorry, it's hold 1 on a 7 to 9.
Okay, which one do you want to ask then? Biggest dangers you haven't noticed yet, or
Yeah, I would say that.
I think I just combined 2 of them.
What is it? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
You're sweeping. Perhaps you have got that. I think Third Eye also applies to read a bad situation, or is that just
yes?
Cool.
I think so.
Okay, we're gonna call that. You guys see a little spark of light in the middle of Stu's forehead, and then vision occurring.
Wait, sorry. I actually get I get +1 because of my Third Eye ability. So it is actually
so it's a 10. So it's hold 2.
No, sorry. Take +1 hold. So it's just hold
okay.
2. Plus, I can see invisible things.
Is this your final answer?
Yes.
You see, you open your third eye. Around Guy, you see this kind of, like almost kind of like a wave format of green kind of spiking out for him right now. He's gone very, very defensive. There are multiple very like magical kind of, let's call them heat signatures in and around this area right now. You see this just like corridor of blue where Eminem was just standing that like dissipates right after it seems to have hit his body. It's got a kind of bluish orange color to it that you are also noticing you are super soaked in right now, Stu. You've got for the aura heads out there, yours is of a like with this inversive technique that has been pulled off here. So that's perhaps a little alarming to you. So I'm gonna say that's a big danger.
Right. So that seems like kind of a targeting target. It seems like maybe a big target.
Is you
on Stu?
Yeah, that seems bad. From the woods all around you, you see low to the ground, too low to be someone like running on in a crouch or even on all fours. You see these robed figures that handed you water and took your tickets upon entering this place. There are maybe 60 or 70 of them just kind of sweeping in along the floor towards Eminem right now. They're moving quite quick, but it's a pretty big area that you guys are in, so I'm gonna say you each have time to do an action or two if it's a really quick action.
Okay.
Do you convey this stuff to people?
What's that?
Are you conveying this to Guy, Valerie, and Ziguri?
Oh no, I think this is like this is all happening very fast.
That's fair.
But I have a combat magic ability that I've never used before, which is the classic. I can do a wall as well as a blast.
Indeed.
Like an entropy wall. Which I'm not entirely sure what that means, but it's a one harm magic barrier close, one armor obvious loud.
That seems kind of similar to what happened here, unfortunately.
Right.
But you gonna do this just on Zeke? Or
yeah. Well, not. I think. Well, maybe I'm misunderstanding how this move works. But if it's a magic barrier, one armor. Is this like a temporary shield that I can use?
I think so. That makes sense to me. You just and put up wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna. That's my.
Where are you positioning this wall, and in what kind of like?
I'm gonna say like towards the, like between me and the trees, like in that direction, like in front of me, but like and then yeah, just like between me and Eminem's husk.
So we'll call this kick some ass, but I think you use weird for that anyways, right? If it's your magic, kick some ass.
I think so.
That makes sense to me. So yeah, roll weird to see how you generate this. And Zeke and Valerie, think upon what you were doing as you see Stu spring into action, third eye glowing.
Oh shit!
Zeke probably wants to investigate a mystery as well.
Yeah, that's real.
That's an 11 total.
Okay. What does this look like? And then I'll tell you how big it is.
I'm imagining like. I guess it is also entropy based. I guess I'm imagining kind of like a shimmering of the air as if over a barbecue, but like a lot stronger and somewhat larger.
Super defined like heat style distortion. In the air.
And I think I guess it would probably be sort of like the blast, except like it just like passive. Like if anything. If someone were to walk into it, they would probably
have a bad time.
Rock. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. I'm gonna say it's a 4 meter wide, 2 meter tall. No, 1 meter tall wall.
Okay. Yeah. So not quite tall enough to stand behind.
No, but I'm gonna say your knee-jerk reaction to see all these things coming along the ground was like spread wide versus tall, and I'm gonna say that's a good thing because of the roll that you did. Yeah,
that makes sense.
What did you roll for your investigative, Mr. Zeke?
I hadn't rolled, and my die went off my desk behind my monitor.
Not a good sign.
Is that good?
It's not a good sign. Sorry. Yeah.
What? Where the fuck?
I think that's a 0.
Valerie, do you want to do
the first
right
0
now?
we've ever rolled?
Yeah. Are there any other people like close to Eminem, or are we the closest ones?
You guys are definitely the closest people to Eminem. I'm gonna say there's
emotionally, or
no, that's probably Obi Trice. I don't know if they're actually friends. They rap together. I'm gonna say there's about 10 people that were in this area. I'm gonna say all of them noticed what happened. It's on the dark side here, so you're not getting I'm not gonna give you total descriptions of all these people, but nobody stands out to you as like glowing from just firing a big beam. They all seem to be pretty kind of disoriented by what's going on right now. Party goers and whatnot.
I got a 7 + 3.
Okay, that's
when it comes back to me.
Yeah, feel free to ask your questions.
Is Valerie done?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go hang out by a tree.
Slightly jog away. Are you trying to remain unseen, Val?
Yeah.
Cool.
I feel like that's like mostly what you've done since you arrived at this festival.
Chill my tree. Hit me with an act under pressure then. Ow!
Can I just?
That is a 9.
Okay. You cover up your Dayglow green Harley Quinn shirt and are to your knowledge, like you seem to have found a pretty decent spot with good visibility and good exit pathing. You were saying something, Stu?
Oh, I'm just throwing my background music in the general text channel in case anyone wants to sort of rate and review it. For vibes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is Mark Allen's Deck Wizards.
I don't know what this is at all. I just looked up wizard trance on YouTube.
Oh, I skipped to 25 minutes in. This is great. You're just getting a little bit of this, audience, because I definitely can't play all of this, and it would be a little bit distracting. But it makes sense. This is what the inside of Stu's head is like right now.
Yeah.
Ask thy questions, boy.
So in my mind,
Yeah.
we're kind of like surrounding Eminem, who's dead on the ground, and surrounding like our kind of like whole thing is like the wizards, the helpful wizards that were helping with water and such. And the blast or the inverse sieve technique or whatever killed Eminem came from the trees. Is that something that was confirmed?
I'm just gonna there's a stage south, trees north, blast from Stu would know this. I'm gonna say it's harder for you to kind of see this, Zeke, but it's from broadly west from you guys.
Okay. Well, my first question I want to ask is just like, what is being concealed here? Like, if they're like far away, are they like trying to hide, or or is there something like on Eminem that's the reason he was targeted, or something like that?
What is being concealed here? Eminem is real scrunched up from being dehydrated. But you can see there is a glowing silvery pendant hanging about his neck, hidden amidst the folds of his wife-beater tank top.
Okay.
Which is, I'm gonna say, visibly like destroyed. You can see that that in this blast it was also taken out. There are, there are people running away in kind of all directions. So you're not able to pinpoint like one person who is like sprinting from doing this blast.
Yeah. Could I, if I used another question on it? Because there's a question, where did it go?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. Where did it go? I want to like focus on like the people running away, see if anyone looks like more suspicious.
There are a bunch of people, again, like there was like a commotion suddenly, and there are people screaming. There is one person in the distance who is running away and then takes a hard left, and was running like due west pretty much, and is now running due south. They're pretty tall, and they are wearing a robe.
I think Zeke is gonna go try and tail the person.
You got it. Give me an act under pressure.
Oh, jeez. This isn't Zeke's specialty. Yeah, that's a 4.
Okay. Okay.
I will mark experience.
Your leg gets caught in a snare upon the ground. You are running away in the direction of this person. You're running, and then you turn your body. It's like you're playing Dead by Daylight, and you've got the perk where you scream when you look at the killer. Like you hit the right, you hit the right kind of compass axis right now.
Yeah.
And your legs just stop, and they just completely lock up. Yeah, you go face first into the mud.
All right. How far did I get from Eminem? Am I still close?
Eminem? Could you roll me 1d6, please? No, I have one.
I mean, I rolled a 1. But...
Okay, you got 1 meter away from Eminem.
Nice. All right, good. I didn't make it very far, so at least I can still stay here and pick up the pieces.
Of Eminem.
Guy is looking over Eminem's body very, very closely. And he has pulled out what appears to be a magnifying glass.
Can I want to like whisper. I mean, I've just fallen, but if I see Guy do this, I want to be like the pendant. Maybe the pendant.
How loudly do you say this?
Well, I'm only a meter away, so if I can crawl like back a little bit, and just, like give me the pennant.
He looks at you and just goes, and he's investigating that specifically. I'm gonna say Valerie or Stu, you both get one more quick thing you can do before these wizards, which now that or these robed figures, I should say, you don't know specifically that they're wizards. They are like, it's more like they are flowing along the ground than running. Like they are, they're moving so
towards us though, right?
Towards specifically Eminem. Though some are branching off a little bit.
Oh, right. How many? Can I see like how many of them there are exactly, or is it just like?
By a quick count, you lose track at about 15 or 16.
Okay, right. So not great.
Not great.
Is it? We were like going towards a boat, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's Stu's plan of action is to throw up a shield and then kind of.
The boat was on the other side of the woods.
Oh, like on the other side of the island entirely?
It's like you walk into woods and walk out of other woods on this island a lot. Is kind of what you've been. It's a little non-Euclidean.
Right. Okay. So we're not like on the shoreline yet.
No, you were maybe 10 minutes walk away.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try and make that 10 minutes walk a brisk 8-minute run.
Okay, you would be running through this kind of sweep of robed figures. How do you want to rectify? How are you avoiding them?
How am I avoiding?
You want to get to the woods.
Oh, like I have to go through them.
These people are running from the woods. You're trying to run to the woods.
Okay.
They are coming from the north, and your boat is to the north.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna try and sort of run directly. But the shield I put up is like between me and them, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's
okay. So
10 meters away, roughly.
My plan here is to throw up this shield and run directly away from them for like a minute or so, and then take a turn and try and do a wide loop around.
Okay.
Their group. See if that
Trying
works.
to loop the killer.
Yeah. So you threw down a pallet.
Yeah.
Give me a act under.
I'm just imagining these like as like silverfish wizards, just like snaking along the ground.
It's unfortunately it's very Harry Potter book 1, Voldemort in the forest. I mean, not Voldemort. Spoilers. Sorry. The first Harry Potter book.
Ooh, okay. So sorry, this is an act under pressure. So that's gonna be a 7.
Okay.
In total.
Mixed success.
This shit makes me feel like Max, do you remember that like blacklight mini golf place we went to in like
oh yeah, in San Francisco,
Portland,
or was it
maybe?
No, it would. I don't. In America.
Yeah, that's definitely what this music reminds me of. Like, I don't even know if that's what they were playing there, but that's definitely like where I feel like
it's like a 3D mini golf game.
Yeah.
Okay. You got a 7 for the act under pressure?
Yeah.
Stu, you feel a pretty big surge of some form of magical energy. I'm guessing you still have your third eye open. These robed figures are about to do some form of spell. You can just keep running away and try to get out of the perimeter of whatever it is they're going to do, or you can try and do your plan, but it is very possible you might get caught up in whatever this spell is.
Okay. I feel like I'm just gonna keep running.
Like I think this is the situation.
Yeah, Stu only has like a half second to make this decision, right? So I think that's probably, Stu hasn't seen a lot of like one on 15 plus type combat.
That's fair. One of these robed figures crashes into Stu's barrier. Valerie and Zeke, you see this. Stu, you don't, because you are really very. Oh, sorry, Valerie. Do you want to take an action before all this happens?
Yeah, I guess. So I'm sort of hiding in the trees right now.
Yeah, in the kind of perimeter of this. There's a couple trees. I was picturing it kind of south on the way to where the stage was, just kind of away from this situation. Does that grok?
Yeah, I kind of want to look around me, just like see if I notice like anyone like around me trying to get away or anything, or just like...
Okay, hit me with a read a bad or a investigate a mystery.
All right.
However, yeah. What? Just because the question's kind of...
Yeah. I'm going to say read a bad situation.
Cool.
That is a 10.
Okay, so that's a hold too. What questions would you like to ask?
Okay. Or actually, on a 10 plus a hold 3.
What the fuck? I hate it here.
Think.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I guess. What is most vulnerable to me? First one.
You see, even though he was on stage in the back of Eminem's large jeans, you see a fat wallet.
Ooh, okay. Interesting. What is the best way out?
There are, there's a big crowd of people by the stage. If you can try and blend in with that, you might be able to get out of this situation, I would say. Guy and Zeke are still very much on Eminem's body. But the best way for Valerie to get out would be to depart.
Okay, and I guess... What's the biggest threat?
As you think that, you see these wizards are widening their spread a little bit, and by your count from back there, you say there's easily more than 20 of them. They begin to encircle Eminem's body from like maybe a 15-meter radius circle around him. And you feel this like weight kind of like down but forward where Eminem's body is, and you feel things starting to collapse inward on that location. I'm going to need Zeke and Valerie, give me a act under pressure. Zeke, I'm gonna give you a -1 on this one. I'm really sorry, man. You're at the epicenter on the ground, and obviously your legs, they're getting a lot of feeling back in them right now.
Okay, that's a 9.
And Stu, you're gonna have to do this too. I'm gonna give Stu. Stu, you're getting a +1 from how far away you are.
Okay.
What did you get?
I just apparently used a luck point IRL.
12?
Yeah, I got a nat 12. -2 is a 10, which is still a complete success.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh shit. Oh, sorry. This is an act under pressure. I got a 12.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Valerie?
Oh wait, sorry.
9.
Do I get +1 for this?
Yeah. So it was a 13.
Oh, sorry. It's a 13.
Wow. This, not what I expected to happen. Zeke, Guy gets down low and like grabs you by the shoulders and is just like sprinting really low to the ground, and you feel this kind of like staticky electricity thing kind of arc off of him and zap you a little bit. I
think it's getting my adrenaline going.
Oh yeah, well. Definitely, and he's beelining it right for you, Valerie. I'm guessing you just kind of turn on your heel and just fucking sprint away from it. Guy gets really close to you, and you feel this kind of the air kind of thickens around you a little bit, and it's a little disorienting, and your hair's really standing up on end, but it gives you a bit of it kind of lights a fire under your ass to be running away from the situation as you hear this just massive thunderclap right behind you guys as a lot of things seem to collapse in on them themselves. Stu, you got a 12 as well.
I got a 13, actually.
You got 13. Stu, you stop where you are and turn around. You're feeling a real pinprick of information just kind of hit in the middle of your head. As it happens, your pager beeps in your pocket. You turn around and you see everything in a pretty big radius kind of disappear with a clap. All the grass in this super large circle is just gone. All the dirt and everything kind of, man-made remains, but anything living in this entire circle is just gone. Ends right in front of your fucking nose. You were exactly at the kind of boundary of this situation. You've never seen.
Valerie and
they also made it out of this area.
Oh, okay.
And as this happens, hundreds of fireworks light up the sky above you, and when the light fades, you look back and everything looks exactly like it just did, back to normal. There are people milling about in that grassy area. All the plant life is back, and people are kind of going real crazy for the music in the stands, but people don't seem to be super freaked out. They just think it's like some massive crazy effect. And you are pretty sure that you are the only people who just saw Eminem die that did not get sucked up in this situation.
We're like close enough to like regroup and
you can see Guy emitting kind of a greenish blacklighty glow strong enough with your third eye open right now that you can definitely find the other
okay. I'm gonna run back over to them and be like, guys, what the fuck just happened? Am I just like tripping super hard, or did we just see Eminem get murdered? And then there was like the wizards, and did you guys see that shit? Am I making this up?
I think
Oh, yeah,
Guy stops when he's starting sobbing, giving you a chance to speak.
Did you see is this? Yeah, I saw Eminem get like raisinified.
Yeah.
And B, I saw the cleanup crew.
You say that like it's like normal.
I don't know what's normal anymore.
Like,
this is all kind of like fucked up. Was that
lost,
like the real Eminem?
Yeah,
we just lost a generational talent that will never, in all my years living on this earth, do I think I will ever see replicated. I believe that Eminem is the greatest rapper of all time, but I didn't want people to think that I wasn't a cool, cynical Eminem fan.
Wow. Let's.
This isn't what I normally sound like. I'm just so fucking torn up about this guy.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm back. What the fuck's going on? Bottle it up. That's my motto.
That's great. That's good. That's probably good. That's good. What is the game plan? Like, I'm sorry. I'm kind of freaking out right now. I gotta be honest.
Well, who the fuck could kill Eminem?
Well, I mean, anybody could probably kill Eminem.
He's just like a guy, right? Like you don't know. Like,
I'm just a guy. You guys don't know. You guys don't know Eminem. That's one of the most fucking powerful sorceress figures that has existed in this age. He's dangerous.
Is that true?
No, it's a little hyperbole. Again, I'm a pretty big fan of his music, but
right.
He's a truly dangerous individual and casts incredibly potent, albeit misogynistic, spells across the United States weekly.
Right. Okay.
People will notice him being gone, is what I'm saying.
Well, yeah. But I feel like that's probably not our main concern right now.
That's fair.
Are we like in a crowd still?
You guys are.
Or again, I guess.
I imagine you kind of like standing by like a bathroom or something, just like behind some form of shelter building.
Right.
How the fuck do I do Geigo's voice? It's lost.
He's like hey, it's me, Geigo. See? I come from the Windy City.
I don't think he comes from Chi-Town. That's Chicago, right? That's the Windy City.
Yeah.
It's just you got to do a little one of these. It's you really get into the.
Yeah, it's kind of Norm Macdonald, kind of John Lovitz a little bit. I love it. All four of you at the same time, Guy included, you feel a tap on your shoulder from behind you, and some of you are backed up against a wall. In an instant,
Are we?
I don't know. I just assumed you're by a building. Even if you are back to a wall, you still. I just didn't want any snarky.
I thought we were near the boat.
What?
I thought we like crossed through the forest.
Liar.
Or did we wake up from that?
Am I crazy? Sorry.
I think I'm crazy.
What the fuck?
Max just said like 2 minutes ago we were behind a building or something.
Oh,
What
okay.
the? Whoa.
I didn't get that piece. When a while ago, we said we were running towards the boat and through the forest, so I kind of imagined that there weren't any.
I think the boat is through the forest, but I don't think we'd gotten to the forest yet.
Yeah, you were going to run to the boat. Yeah.
I see.
There is a figure standing in front of you, hands forward like this, in a robe, silent, just kind of pointing.
Hello. Do you work here or? Okay.
Turns around and walks away.
Should we follow him or?
A staircase
probably,
opens.
right?
A staircase opens in the floor in front of this person, and they walk down it.
Do you think we're gonna get like it's gonna be like hey, you want a prize, or do you think we're gonna get like interrogated?
I think we should. I guess we need to follow him probably.
I don't think that we can fight back against the administration of the Pentagram Music Festival for like indefinitely, and they might have unvalidated our boat parking. But
I would probably sort out the paperwork.
Seriously, man. I don't know if they have my keys. I feel like it's gonna work if we follow them. Better than if we get hit by some form of black hole grass bomb thing. I don't know.
Also, they might want to ask us about Marshall Mathers.
Who?
Right. Yeah. No, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm
Deny.
more of a Pitbull fan.
Really?
Is that guy?
That's what I.
We have much to discuss, Valerie, about Mr. Worldwide and his preferred cinnamon whiskey beverages, if that song has come out yet. Fireball.
Surely not, but it doesn't matter.
As Guy descends down these concrete stairs into the ground. Can I get marching order? It's gonna be very important.
I think Stu's going first.
Cool.
I guess I'll go second.
I'll go last.
I always appreciate the democracy of this group. As you guys go down this staircase, you get underneath the floor and you can see up through it like an invisible terrain. It's like a terrain not with no bottom render to it because you were not supposed to see this. And this staircase just kind of leads down through this empty void in the ground until you see kind of a rocky texture at the terminus of these stairs to a small cube-like room deep beneath the ground.
Are we talking like PS1 style?
PS1, Gary's Man, whatever your no clip fancy is. Oh, PS1 rock graphics? Rock texture? More like Sims 3.
Okay. Do we... What? I mean, we follow him into the room, right?
You go down these stairs and then...
I'm going to follow him into the room. Oh, yeah, there we go.
The stairs hit against a solid wall, and the figure ahead of you walks through it. Guy walks through it as well. He sticks his head back out and be like, this one it's not, we can all go through this wall. This is like a fun little bonding experience for us, huh? You guys get to
that's exciting.
Walk a mile in my shoe.
I go through. What does it feel like?
It's kind of like stepping through water that doesn't make you wet.
Wow.
Not mean.
I can imagine it now.
There are you see a person sitting at this table being or talking to one of these robed figures. The figure reaches out, shakes this person's hand, and they walk out through a door in the side of the wall. You don't see where they go. And this figure standing in front of you kind of like gestures to the table, nods their head, waves goodbye, walks away. The only thing you can see of this person is their hand sticking through the robe, by the way. In case you were picturing a face, you were wrong. Guy goes...
like a robe with hands in darkness?
Like the Ghost of Christmas feature from the Muppets Christmas
Exactly. Robe down over the... Very, very long hood over the head. Hands sticking out of sleeves. Pulled back into fold. The chairs are kind of uncomfortable. It's music festival office style. The door that person walked through creaks open, and another one of these figures walks in. And from this one, you hear a raspy voice that I will do for a little while and might not continue if we have to have this character talk for a really long time.
Thank you for meeting with us this way. I am Pentagram Administration. May we ask your relation to the deceased?
Who?
Marshall Mathers. We are aware you saw his death, and we wish to know your account of it before we do our account of you.
No relation whatsoever. I would say innocent bystander.
Until proven guilty bystander.
Yeah, I guess. But innocent.
This is an
I think I've heard
administrative
a couple
joke.
of his.
What?
They write that down, Valerie.
What did Valerie say?
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think I've heard a couple of his songs before. I guess that would be my relation to him.
Right. I mean, I'm not much of a fan, but not like enough of a. I'm not like an enemy. Like I wouldn't kill him. I don't care enough about him to kill him or not. Or I mean, I didn't, but I wouldn't.
He had many anemones.
That's good. Am I allowed to chuckle at that? Or
It will be recorded.
okay.
Officer, I just would like to say that there's been a total mistake here, and feel free to run whatever tests you want to do. There's nothing that could tie the four of us to this murder in any world. I myself am a considerable fan of the man's work, and I just want to say that I could never raise a hand or some form of inverse civ technique against one of my favorite American heroes.
Wait, how'd you know it killed him, Guy?
Valerie,
He kind of got raisinified.
yeah, Valerie.
I mean, everybody
Everybody.
knows about the inverse civ,
This
but
robed
I
figure
wouldn't know how to do it myself.
pulls their hood up, and you see that they are a system of interlocking fingers and hands in the shape, roughly, of a human person.
That's sick.
The face
That
is
is
kind of
cool.
doing one of those things, like shit like that, to form kind of like a beak. And they hold out their hand, and whip it across the room, and there is a fragrant and sweet-smelling steam that emits from them. That is a wash over all of you. Valerie and Zeke, you two have a little bit of like an orangey blue glow to you. Guy is just kind of going off the fucking scales with what, like, he is day glow, bright, like acrid green.
We all see this.
In the corner. Yeah, you are all privy to this. And Stu, you are specifically around your lips and your fingers. You are like glowing this kind of rich royal blue color, much more distinctly than either Valerie or Zeke. And this figure just remains pointing at you like this.
The test is done.
Oh, is it?
Your your taint is clear for all to see.
I think that one Zeke chuckled.
Writes this down in a book. You see that it is behind its back. There are a series of crossed fingers holding many a quill and a notebook, jotting things down. Just as a fun little, visual detail. I watched Cronenberg's The Fly today. It really kind of inspired what this guy looks like. It's a good movie.
Right.
Weird that sidebar. Just for a second, before we get back to this really epic scene, while we decompress about my really funny taint joke.
Weird that guy turned into a fly. Am I right?
That's crazy. Jeff Goldblum, very hot in that movie. Cronenberg, the director of that film, he does walk on cameo as a gynecologist, which is a really interesting way to write yourself into your own movie. He doesn't get a chance to do the abortion, spoilers, because the Fly steals her and tries to teleport her so that she gets fused with him. It's a great movie. Highly recommend it. We did it as a double screening with Smoke Signals. Very different movie. Very good.
What's that one?
Smoke Signals.
I feel like I've heard of.
It's about like indigenous kid on the res in Ohio or Idaho, and his dad dies. His dad that abandoned him dies in Arizona, and he takes a cross country trip with a friend of his to get his ashes.
Right.
Beautiful. It's a great movie. Very different than The Fly. Though the words "Hey Victor" appear in both films, and that blew my mind. Anyways, this robed figure is standing, and more of these kind of little finger wagging mages enter the room and are beginning to encircle Stu. When guys goes like, whoa, this is I admit not great, but we could come to some. Stu, you can't do the inversive technique, please, right?
No, I this has got to be some sort of mix-up. Like, I'm not, like, to be honest, I'm not that good of a wizard.
A wizard you are not. You have the foul smell of a warlock amongst you.
Oh, well, yeah, that is technically true, I guess. Listen, could I put you through to my boss? I think maybe he could probably clear this up.
We make no deals with the likes of Monsoon.
Oh, okay.
Prove to us that you did not perform the technique by the...
How am I supposed to prove to you that I can't do the inversive?
The mages kind of drop their fingers for a little bit, and they like turn to each other, and they're just like they're conversing with some of the most crazy full body sign language you ever did fucking see, and they turn back to point at you.
You raise a solid query. Furthermore, we realize that we cannot do our skin graft blast upon you, for you have been entered into one of the rituals of Pentagram.
Right, yes. What? Yeah, that is true.
You, Stu Parker, are due to dual Simeon, last name pending.
Gotta look it up.
I like the idea that these people can't kill anyone who's entered into the festival like competition.
Isn't that fun?
It's like, well, yeah, no, I got it. Yeah.
You are set to duel Simeon Sitovich at noonday's time tomorrow.
Yes.
If you win, that is true. Your grace period of not being skin graft blasted will continue. By tournament's end, you must prove who did the inversive technique, or be destroyed.
Isn't it kind of on you guys to, like, prove that he did it?
We have our culprit.
Proven guilty.
We cannot kill him yet. If he wishes to not be the culprit, he must find a suitable replacement.
Again, isn't that kind of, like, on you guys?
Warlock, do you not teach your thrall the ways of wizardry?
I'm barely with this guy, to be honest. I mean, I like him, but enough that you shouldn't kill him, please. But
you have until you lose a tournament match or until festivals end.
Okay. Thank you.
Lest you plead guilty now and choose to drop off by signing this document that nulls your entry into the tournament.
What would that give me?
Instant death.
Okay, yeah. So I'm not going to do that. Thank you for granting me the opportunity to prove my innocence.
If we could change this, we would.
Okay.
As in,
we definitely can.
We would rather kill you now.
Right. Well, that's
This is naught but respect for the formality of paperwork.
Well, I can respect that. That's good enough for me right now. So
enjoy the rest of the festival's festivities, and if you tell an unaware soul of the death of Marshall Mathers, things will be. We would rather you did not do that, please.
Yes, sure. I mean, that's fine. That's fine.
Hey. Much yes, Valerie Thorne, crooked.
Yeah.
That seems mean.
Kind of rude.
I was not to like butt in, but like it seems like you guys are just trying to do this so that you can be lazy and not do your jobs because you're putting the onus.
Sorry, Valerie. Do you guys mind if I leave before you?
We're just having to do your job for you, and you're threatening.
Do you have any idea how hard it is to book Eminem for a music festival? We are up to our fingers in paperwork.
I think we should go.
The Pentagram? Surely you have like that name recognition.
If I just walk through the wall, will it still work? Or do you guys need to like
you stand up and walk towards the wall, and they don't move out of the way, so you kind of have to like push the arms a little bit. And Guy just kind of takes you by the shoulder, and be like, "This is less than ideal, but I think we could probably make this work."
Yeah, I feel like they're making it worse.
Valerie, I think Valerie kind of convinced me to pay her more like day one, so I think she could probably make this work. She could at least like distract them for a while if need be. She's a really hard person to argue with.
Yeah, but they're like hands and stuff, so I don't know if that applies here.
I mean, give her a hand, man.
Do you guys mind if I smoke down here?
It is mandatory.
Oh, great. You have a lighter?
So many hands. So many hands are for you, Pickle.
Is Stu smoking the warlock weed that like they possibly like detected all over his fingers and like in his mouth? Was that what that was?
You don't know.
I kind of assumed it was the wizard weed that was like setting off the color.
Stu can have his third eye open, and if he looks at the wizard weed, it is a dark and stormy grayish color through the wizard vision. Very different from the kind of royal deep blue that is currently around his, I'm going to say ears, lips, and fingers.
Ew.
Okay.
You got ear, mouth, and foot disease.
I guess Stu's like kind of hovering by the door wall.
Let me get that for you.
Oh, thank you.
Much appreciated, bro. Oh, have you been given your tournament entry package yet?
No, actually, it's all been. I'm kind of, new to this.
One moment.
And all the wizards kind of shuffle out of the room for a second, and they give you like a lanyard and like a little water bottle with like a sticker on it. It's like, this is my fight juice. Wink.
We didn't do the design on this. This was our PR team. As it was written. Enjoy the rest of the festivities or die.
Okay, thank you. Is there like anything else in this package? Is it like it's a water bottle and what else is in there?
There's granola. There's like some like spell components.
Granola.
Just like you're running like a marathon type thing.
Exactly. Yeah. There's like a headband with a little wizard. It's like blue with yellow stars on it.
Right. I was kind of hoping it would be like some helpful reading or something like that, but
oh, there's a pamphlet of rules.
Okay, can I have that?
Yeah,
it's
in the. Me, Max, do I have a pamphlet made for you?
Yeah.
The wizards do give you this pamphlet. It's like the do's and do nots of doing a duel. The duels and duel knots of doing a wizard duel. Page 1, don't do the inverse sieve technique.
Right.
Page 2, don't do the skin to foam blast. Page 3, don't do bones to centipedes. Underlined like 4 times. Page 4, testicular torsion with pre-written note only. Page 5, no no age play.
What does that mean in the context of a wizard duel?
Don't do it.
Right.
Don't turn your wizard into an older man for like for like sexual reasons.
Basically,
Right.
chronomancy spells are banned.
Only if it gets you hard. Like if you turn your wizard into like a novice young wizard, like to like emaciate them, it's still not very good. But
Right.
if you do
It's not a good look.
It's not a good look. People are gonna like put your match under some real serious scrutiny.
They're gonna be looking real close to see if you got hard.
Yeah.
The judges are gonna have to check.
Wait! He's allowed. You guys step back up this stone staircase, and you guys hear the dulcet and incredible tones of "Walking on the Sun" by Smash Mouth just finishing on the stage, and the crowd is going fucking crazy. And you hear just the it's fading out, because that's how they do it in live performances. They can still fade out because Oh, I guess can we just before we get into like some of the investigating, is Smash Mouth wizards or are they just here?
I think they're just
here. Also, you could do a studio fade on stage, but nobody would.
Smash Mouth would.
Maybe, I guess. It's just kind of a like, what do you do when you're just standing there and you're like not making any sound? Like it's not a very good like performance ending,
Slowly walk backwards and have a curtain descend over you.
Just dim the lights. And then you can still kind of see them like putting their instruments down and walking off.
Valerie, as you guys are stepping out of this staircase in the ground, you see the figure who first informed you guys about the Pentagram Music Festival, Sixth Michelle, just kind of standing in front of you and be like, oh shit, it's you fuckwits. I guess you didn't take my warning to not come to the sickest festival ever. I'm sorry for being mean. Are you guys having a great time? Because this shit's actually way more hardcore than I thought it was going to be. I went to a seminar the other day. Oh my god.
At the festival?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, it's been pretty insane so far, but also kind of in a bad way.
Oh yeah?
Sorry, never mind. I've said too much.
Okay. And Six Michelle walks away.
I like to imagine Zeke and Guy nudged Stu in the ribs. He was like, it's been pretty bad.
Oh yeah, I took the amulet from Eminem.
Oh, okay.
Zeke, that's what you wanted, yeah?
I just kind of noticed it got like.
Why would you take it?
It was either that or his wallet, man.
But don't take anything. Don't take anything from the corpse that's being investigated.
If I see Eminem's corpse, I'm gonna fucking steal from it. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm gonna take his amulet.
I'm gonna take his fucking cursed amulet, or not.
Okay, could have grabbed his wallet, right? Like that. He's pretty rich, right?
I'm regretting it.
He keeps a lot of cash in his wallet.
It's a really good thing that those finger wizards didn't notice the like fucked up magic gun that Zeke has right now.
Yeah, that's also good.
Yeah.
I mean,
my God.
I'm kind of surprised that they didn't frisk us or anything, but it's good that they didn't.
I think they just want us to do their jobs for them. Like
Valerie, they don't seem to really want to be running this music. I think they mainly want to kill Stu.
Yeah, I was also getting that, but I mean, to be fair, I was also feeling like maybe arguing with them and like calling their asses out was maybe not the chillest move.
But it
because
just
they
because you have
kill me.
evidence of the murder weapon used doesn't mean it's the same murder weapon. You can have two different guns with the same.
We should. I don't like.
Can we find somewhere like quiet to inspect this amulet?
I didn't bring a tent. Thinking that I might crash here tonight. I wasn't going to give it to you, Stu, because like I kind of wanted to maybe use it back in my yard. We could go to the boat. I have a feeling that Stu's not going to be allowed to leave this island right now.
You wanted to take the boat back to your house and then use the tent in your yard?
I thought it would be funny to show up the next morning with a tent. With you like having to sleep overnight. Like, also I kind of thought it would get you laid, man. Okay.
I appreciate that.
drink water in the middle of our conversation. Without a tent, Stu can get laid. But I think that I'm going to stay on festival grounds right now, because also I think that if I take this amulet off the island, they're not going to fucking like that. Oh, we're not in this room anymore. Right. Sorry, I've got an after image on my list. Oh, we're not.
Whoops.
Fuck. Oh. There we go.
Oh yeah. Is it still like dusk?
Yeah, but the light on the trees might not make you think so. Oh, fuck.
Wow.
We're just gonna leave it like that.
I like the mountain imagery.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to make sense, It's Pentagram.
Okay.
I like to imagine the sky. No, I like it in the background of the other picture.
Shit. Fuck.
What if there's just some wizards like dirt biking?
I like the idea that the sky is like constantly kind of shifting in scenery, like
Oh yeah, that's good.
they're just like projecting mountain biking footage up in the sky.
Holy fucking shit! Oh whoa! God damn! I wanted to investigate this murder, but that's fucking awesome. Valerie, do you want to like?
That is fuck,
I don't want to like I don't want
to
to pigeonhole you into anything. Like, as my employee, I think that we could make a lot of. Sorry, Stu. We have like 5 days, assuming that you don't. Or like, sorry, we have 3 days, assuming that you don't like lose a bunch of wizard fights, and you seem to be pretty good at like wizard fights.
Yeah, wait, guys, what can we talk about that? Like, I've never been in like an actual wizard fight before, and also now I have to like fight for my life tomorrow. Can we do like a training montage type scenario?
I mean, we kind of have to find the killer too, though.
You're like
it's pretty important.
Only
But
wizard.
the better,
yeah,
the better Stu is at fighting, the longer we have to find this wizard, and Guy go. Think that.
I mean,
we can do like a
pamphlet. He knows the rules.
He knows what not to do.
The rules are really vague. It doesn't actually. It says do's and don'ts. Sorry, it says duels and don'ts, but it doesn't actually say anything that you should do.
Well, don't be a dolt and win your duel. Do you think that this Simeon guy that you're dueling, do you think he's like kind of like a pushover? Do you think you can take him?
He seems chill. Am I trying to kill him?
I feel like there's like a lot of ways to win a wizard fight. There's to the death, which is kind of frowned upon these days. There's to submission. There's to transfiguration. There's some of them are points. Are you familiar with a Shakashuri blow off?
No.
It's sort of a flute-based duel. It feels like something that's right up your alley. You want to kind of unimagine the other person. There's all sorts of
unimagine.
Turn him into a frog.
This is basic shit, right? Yeah, turn it into classic. That's 13 points on the board, easy right away. It's a very complex system. It's like Quidditch, but it makes a bit more sense.
Guys, I thought I made it pretty clear when you hired me that I am not like an experienced.
You're the one wizard I have on fucking payroll, man. What are you?
Yeah,
what do I want from you?
You're trying to get the high school dropouts to help you study for your math test.
And that didn't work last time.
Right. Can we like
Whoa!
I'm just
sorry, he did a fucking wheelie.
Guy just forgot that they had the mountain biking footage up there. Oh shit.
I was looking the other direction.
I think the only advice Zeke Arthurs can give Stu Parker about like dueling is Zeke played like StarCraft. I think that's like the only like strategy.
Dude, you gotta fucking build additional pylons, man.
So he's no help.
Okay, can I have the night, right, to cram for this, basically?
Yeah, you have until noon tomorrow morning. I think it would be really funny if Valerie and Zeke, I want you to roll help out, like preemptively before Stu does anything to see how much of a help you're gonna be with his training efforts. Like, even like, no matter how there you are, just with like vocal advice now or like actually helping him. I think that's like a fun mechanic.
Yeah.
That's a 6.
Mark experience.
Yeah, that's a 5.
Okay, so Valerie and Zeke, it would just kind of seem that you guys just aren't interested at all in helping. Like Stu, you're like really reaching out for some lifelines. These guys are like, we gotta fucking find this murderer, man.
Okay.
So
he's not gonna make it past noon tomorrow. We have to find him right now.
I don't know, just like turn him into a dragonfly or something. Can't be that hard. Or is it?
Have you ever turned anyone into a dragonfly, Valerie?
No.
Have you, Stu? Because it would be probably a pretty good skill to have.
No, I know it would. I have it. That's my whole point, is that it seems very hard. Okay, you know what? Why don't you guys, we'll split up. You guys go find the murderer. Godspeed on that one. Because, like, it would be nice if I don't even have to do this. duel at this point. I think it was more fun when there was like no stakes.
Could you like find a sparring partner or someone? Like we are at like a wizard rave. I'm sure there's someone that'd be happy to like teach you something.
Oh, that's a good idea, actually. I was thinking I would just sort of hit the shed, like go into the woods.
Just canonically, I'm gonna say that Zeke didn't have that idea. because of the 5 roll. Sorry, 1 second. Sorry.
Hold on, can Zeke say it in like a 5 roll way?
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
you know,
can you reword that to be less helpful?
Yeah, the best thing I did playing StarCraft was having like online friends, because most of the time they'd kick my ass, but it's okay because I learned like a lot of like new strategy, and like yeah, it was kind of rough, but yeah, it's, you know, I think just do that. There, how's that for a fact?
That's perfect. Yeah, so you got the idea.
Okay.
Can you also neg Stu a little bit in this advice? Knock his confidence down a little bit.
Well, you already said that I'm not gonna make it past noon. I think Zeke is assuming I'm gonna get killed in the duel.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna.
Whoa!
Holy shit!
Holy fucking shit!
Daigo is fully invested in the fight game.
Is this happening here? Like, how does this work?
Yeah, that's on one of the. That's like on one of the. There's like, this is also like, I kind of. This was built as like a big race event because like one of us is really into like cars and such, but it's kind of gotten away from that a little bit. I'm trying to really figure out a way that we could get Valerie in a car in this, and it's gonna happen.
You have the image for it.
You mark no. You shut up. You mark my words. Valerie. A prophecy to cars or whatever. Just kidding. I just like, I don't know. I feel like
you don't see many music festivals / motocross events for wizards. No, or at least I don't.
I can think of one.
Woodstock.
The
first one.
Sorry, I'm getting really entranced by this.
Yeah, this is. It's hard to look away from.
Magical fog interference.
Just go back to the still image.
Okay, yeah. So Stu, you're
yeah,
gonna be on your own with this shit. The 3 of us are gonna go investigate this mystery.
Yeah, that's, I guess, fine. I'll see you guys later. Maybe I'll try and find someone who can.
If you could figure out what all that jam you got on your like face and fingies is, did you eat like some form of I guess you maybe wouldn't have noticed when they were doing the big sweep, except on your fingers that you're covered in your head with all this stuff. You've been made privy of this information now. If you ate like I don't know, like some type of evil wizard pie there, that might have. I'm going local.
Did you take anything? Did you take anything from anyone?
We all did by entering this place, but like we're not steeped in this stuff.
But not from the helpful wizards.
That's
just
true.
You know,
did I take
a random
attendee?
I don't.
Do you mean like drugs?
Not a good sign. Yeah.
I think you only took your own
anything.
drugs.
Yeah, I mean, I've been sort of taking hits hither and thither.
Yeah.
Can we just before?
Is that bad?
Before we go and figure
fine.
this shit out, can one of us hit your weird warlock weed that you got from your other guy just to make sure it's not that?
I think Guy wants.
Yeah, sure, man. If you just want some, you could also just ask for
I
it.
don't know. I feel like you're always good. I'm just like, I feel like I'm not reciprocal. You want money sometime? I just feel like you give me a lot of pot, and I really appreciate it, dog.
I think I've gotten enough weed from the universe that it's time for me to give back.
Whoa.
Sorry, it's insane for an employer and an employee to be having this conversation.
Henry, thank you for that
callback.
That was where I want. That was a good layup that you slam dunked right there for me, and I appreciate it. That's a conversation that Henry and I have had like almost
like
exactly.
a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Except, to believe it or not, the roles were reversed.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So it's basically sorry. We can do the director's commentary later.
Yeah, bro,
I think we should release Surf and Turf director's commentary, where it's just the 4 of us talking over old Surf and Turf episodes for the entire thing.
Just we put it. We shuffle the YouTube playlist, so we don't do it in any sort of order. Guy he packs some of this into he pulls out a little bong from his briefcase, and he he packs a bowl and he hits it and he like floats 3 feet off the ground and says hola. And you with your third eye you see that he's got kind of like a cloudy kind of a Gaussian blur over him now a little bit, but he's definitely not that royal blue that's on you.
Okay.
Anyways, good luck, man.
Thanks. Yeah, good luck to you guys too. I hope you find something really big in the next couple hours.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a real bummer investigating this wizard stuff without our wizard. I guess you have more important stuff to do, like trying not to die. I'm just kidding, man.
Yeah, I feel like you guys are all being kind of mean to me.
Cheers, Stu.
All right.
I mean, we could put all of our eggs in one basket and have Stu come and help us look, but
I feel like I'm sorry, Zick, I don't want to be like down on you, but like I feel like the chances of the 4 of us proving my innocence by noon tomorrow is pretty slim to none.
No, that's perfectly valid. I just
also
put it
keep
out
in mind
there.
that you're trying to catch the guy who did the inverse sieve at the Wizard Festival on M&M.
Simply the most fucking dangerous wizard technique that is out there. Except
So,
maybe
yeah, I'm gonna go-
It is number 1 in the pamphlet.
Yeah, one of the most dangerous ones is perfectly legal, which is the skin graft blast, which is what they're gonna do to Stu's fucking ass if he doesn't win this tournament.
What is that? At least tell me what that is.
Oh, man, do you think you're not confident now?
I heard it's only legal because, like, administration and, magical users get to use
Oh,
it.
that's because it
Like
generates.
they give me more skin.
It
I don't
generates
understand.
fucking free mana, and so they can use that to do more spells in the future. It's only legal because it's profitable, man. Fucking Q Bono.
Exactly.
Who benefits? I'm always saying this about wizards, man. No offense, Stu, but I can see that you're kind of like pretty soon to be getting away from the whole wizard thing. And I just feel like, you're gonna. I think you as a ghost is really gonna fucking work, man.
Okay, that's nice, I guess. When I get turned into a frog, do I get turned back ever, or is that just me now?
You'll probably get turned back right before they do the skin graft blast on you.
Oh, right, yeah. No, I forgot about that.
Hey, Simeon might be like a chill guy, and he might just kill you.
That would be good, probably, I guess.
Yeah,
But I don't think he would do that.
What if Simeon's skin graft blasts him, though?
Guys, can we move on?
Yeah, fucking good point, Stu. We're wasting time. We gotta go find this murderer.
Right, okay. Stu walks, I guess, back towards where he found the other guys dueling.
Okay, yeah. You first met Simeon and he was playing in like a big kind of like I was about to say Questlove, in a big group musicianship thing, kind of on the outskirts of the duel area. And you see there is a couple tents there on the ground. There's still some people outside. They're all in a drum circle right now. There's some people knocking out some sick polyrhythms. One guy's just going do do do. It's his whole job. He's having a great time.
Yeah.
It really ties the whole thing together.
I think I'm gonna. First of all, I'm pretty tired, but also I'm gonna like not go straight in with like who wants to train me. I think I'm gonna join the drumming and then maybe see if I can sneak that in a bit.
Hey dog, what's up?
Hey, can I hop in?
Yeah, what's your poison? Tamb, bong, gemb. Snare.
I'll take a gem. I'll take a djembe.
Passes you a really nicely made djembe with a long
Wow.
and quaint tag still on it. It's rented. They rented all the instruments from Long and Quaint.
Well, okay. I'm gonna sit down and try. I guess I should. I feel like I should put on like some something that's not like the techno that I'm listening to currently.
Fair. Fair. We'll stick with Stu for a little bit, then we will bounce back to Valerie and Zeke. If you two want to get some water or take a break, now might be a good time, and then we can hit Stu with that once we go back to you guys' thing.
Whoa. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna. There we go.
Good night.
So yeah, are we gonna do more like RPG style a combat style music?
Yeah, I think that'll be fun. Roll kick some ass.
Okay. I sit down and hit the drum, and the guy next to me just explodes.
Ah!
Okay. This is if I'm using weird, then that's although I don't know this is like basically like a performance check, right? What have we been using for that?
I think it's fair in this setting to call that weird. And if and if the Reddit heads don't like it, then they can email me.
So that's 10.
Whoa, okay. I'm gonna say you're pretty jittery right now, Stu. You're kind of nervous. Do you play to calm yourself down, or do you play to like get out some of that kind of aggravated energy? Like, are you? Yeah, it's more so. Yeah, are you trying to? Yeah, are you trying to calm yourself down, or are you trying to hype yourself up? Right now.
I think I'm trying to calm myself down.
Okay, you lay out.
I'm trying to just like lock in.
Yeah. Right now you're tweaking. Attempting to lock in.
Is that what is this? Is this a thing now? This is a thing. Why is everybody?
This is a thing now.
Locking in like a thing that people say now.
Yeah, people are now saying tweaking versus locking in. Tweaking, kind of a problematic way to describe people that use cocaine. I want to say. I don't know. I'm not defending.
It's more like meth.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, fair. Yeah. Which is
that's interesting.
No, I'm thinking of crack. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Meth is cocaine.
Meth is cocaine. Everything's cocaine. And when you're locked in, you're just kind of, you're on that shit. You lay out a real sick ass kind of, top of palm, bottom palm finger type beat. Gem style, rim and middle. And you're really, these guys are really getting you. They're really getting your rim shots. And the guy next to you's like, you could gem with the best of them, man. If I'm not mistaken, based on the little picture that they had of you up there, you're Stu. You're gonna be fighting Simeon tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's just It's a preliminary round, right? Like both of you can still after that one continue to the big shits, but like he's a pretty scary guy, man. He's probably not gonna kill you. Is what I'm saying.
That would be nice.
I'm a bit of a psychic wizard, so I was pretty sure some of the stuff that you were worried about. So I'm here to like waylay some of those fears through the power of drum.
Sorry, I'm drumming.
I like it, man. You're cool.
I gotta be honest. Like, I don't know if I'm super ready for it. Like, I've never done a wizard duel before, and like, I don't know. I'm a little. I'm pretty nervous, I guess.
Are you more of like a learn by experience guy, auditory learning? Like, what's your thing, man? I'm into that Montessori shit. I'm trying to be like a music teacher.
Yeah, I mean, are all of the duels like music based?
Nah, that's how a lot of people approach wizardry. But last year I saw this dude whose whole thing was rocks. He was fighting a dude whose whole thing was music. And it was kind of, to use a funny referential term, it would call that discordant. But it leads to a much more interesting duel. Simeon is not primarily a music-based magician, though it is one of the many outlets that he finds himself quite good in. That's how I met the man, as we were both drum enthusiasts.
Right. I mean, I'm definitely more of a musician.
Then that's how you're going to do the duel, man. There will be a challenge set out for you, either to defeat your opponent or to best your opponent in some form of mancy or womancy, if you prefer. And I think it's going to be like pretty epic. Though if you've never done it before, I would you might lose.
Well, yeah. I mean, is there any I mean, I don't want to intrude, but like if you got any like tips or anything for me, like I'll just really appreciate some. Like I said, I've never.
A big thing about it is looking more impressive than your opponent. A lot of wizardry is optics, be it illusions or try to make something look as real as possible, or try to make something feel as real as possible by perhaps making a huge fucking fireball that feels more real than a little fireball, you dig? So one thing I would say is try to keep them off their rhythm, keep them not sure if what they're doing is going to work out. And and just keep throwing that at them. And also, if you do it the illegal techniques, that's bad. They don't like that.
Right. Okay.
It can feel like, oh, maybe this time they're going to see it as being super impressive that someone tried to do it. That never works out. They're always going to be mad at you.
Right. I mean, I guess that's kind of the opposite of what you're normally trying to do,
right?
Like on stage. But I guess that kind of makes sense. Like,
well, it's not like the what's that one famous drum break? If you do the Amen break, that's like cool and sounds good. But if someone's like, "Hey, it's illegal to do the Amen break here," I wouldn't do it. You dig?
Yeah. Well, I wasn't.
There's no illegal.
I wasn't thinking.
You don't.
I wasn't thinking of doing any illegal moves.
Maybe
I don't even know.
Maybe the brown note.
I can do the green note.
Oh shit!
Which, if you play it loud enough, it makes you slime.
You could try it makes you puke. You could try a spar against me. My name is Ronald.
Nice to meet you, Ronald. It's a Stu Parker, but I guess you know that. I would love that actually.
It might help you appraise how prepared you are for a wizard's duel tomorrow. We could just do ours like basic like combat style, throw some form of like obstacle or shit at the other person. Whoever gets the other person to submit first, that's gonna be like the winner. Sound chill?
Okay.
That's like a pretty fair and reasonable expectation as to what like your first kind of. All these first ones are to kind of like place you in an overall bracket.
Right. Sort of Milton FP or otherwise.
Indeed. Milton FP bracket. This roll kick some ass then, man.
Yeah. Are we gonna like step aside into a?
He doesn't seem to be wanting to get up.
Okay, so we're still in the drum circle. We're still drumming.
He is. You may remain seated, or you may get up before you do your thing.
I'm gonna follow his lead, I guess, and keep. Actually, you know what? No, I don't think I'm gonna be drumming. I don't think I'm gonna be drumming in this fight. So I think I'm gonna stop drumming. I'm gonna stand up to face him. I guess like in the middle of the circle with my flute, and I'm gonna prepare to. I'm gonna do my roll.
Godspeed.
Could Stu use magic, or does it have to be kick some ass?
Kick some ass is a weird roll for him if he.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, if it's a magic attack. So that's a 9.
Okay, so you're are you just doing your basic like blast? I'm presuming because it's what kick some ass kind of magic attack thing you use.
Yeah, I get. Well, like, is that? I think it's gonna be like a case of like Stu isn't exactly like he's not exactly sure what he's trying to make happen. So I think he's just focusing all of his energy into playing well, and then like like channeling that, but not shaping it in much of an intentional way past that. I don't think he's good enough to really do that.
Yeah, you're using your magic at this guy.
Yeah, I'm trying to like I'm just trying to make the changes. I'm not like at the point where I'm like saying anything.
I get you. What did you get for the roll?
9.
Okay, wow. You're kind of playing across this guy. You're trying to disrupt the kind of rhythm that he's like breaking down, and as he keeps drumming, it kind of like is hitting against you in a wave. Sometimes real soft and slow, sometimes real like fast. It's like you're playing like a bullet hell against this guy with his drum almost. You're doing your flute thing. The waves out again at him, pushes him back like 4 feet, and he's like, impressive. And then lays down something big. Hit me with a act under pressure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm kind of imagining. I mean, maybe this is not what you're imagining, but in this situation, I think like he's probably like I'm imagining him like laying out like a really complicated groove, and then if for me to like block that, it would be like whether I can like whether that's tripping me up or not, or whether I can
either play over it or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a 8.
Man, okay, so you and this guy continue in this fashion for a pretty long time, and he's just not able to trip you up, and eventually you push him back so far that we're gonna call it what in this situation would be like a ring out. He stands up, he's like, I don't know, man, up against a musical based wizard such as myself, I think you seem relatively prepared for whatever. Simeon's a pretty reasonable guy. I can't imagine he would throw anything crazy at you, man.
Okay. Is there anything specific I should like shed or?
I think that you got one thing. You're relatively predictable. Once someone sees what you're gonna do, they can kind of expect what you're gonna do next. I don't know how you. I'm not saying you're gonna have enough time to develop like a whole new technique, but you seem to think of magic in a very single-minded way. You play music and magic happens. What if you tried to do magic that makes music happen? It's a pretty easy way to kind of reverse the way you're thinking about something, right? Furthermore, I think it's really hard to perform properly without a good night's rest and a good breakfast.
That's probably true.
It's 1:45.
I should probably not stay up all night.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like you're trying to catch a murderer or something.
That's very wise of you.
Star wipe. Guy go. With a hefty flashlight in his hand. Zeke Arthurs with a hefty hand in his pocket. Valerie Thorne with a hefty weight on her heart. Because her best friend Eminem just died. What do you think the three of you are? How are you guys going about trying to find this murderer right now? What avenues are you trying to plumb? Where are you going, etc.?
Oh gosh.
I think I relay the information that I saw someone like skedaddle weirdly and take a sharp turn. I think maybe we can like try and trace that person's tracks or something.
And you say that when you tried to pursue this person, your legs locked up?
Yeah, I like it was weird. I like turned, and as I was turning, it's like I hit a trap, but there's nothing at my feet.
Well, I mean, we're pretty sure that this person we're looking for is some form of powerful wizardly force, but we can perhaps use this if one of us, gets incapacitated. It's very likely that we're on the right track. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys. This is a very dangerous situation. I find myself being very difficult to kill. You two, however, there are one of the few ways I can be killed is on your person, Zeke, and I don't like that. For one, so I just want us to be aware of that. I don't need to sleep, and I'm saying that if you guys want to go back to the island tonight, I won't hold it against you, and you can I've got avenues of physical research there if you want to come back tomorrow morning and not be a place where there is currently a murderer. I would not blame you guys. I didn't really want to say this in front of Stu because I don't think that he can leave the island, and frankly, I like the guy a lot, but I'm just hedging my bets not in his favor right now. Unless we can, again, of course, find this murderer. How much more murderer finding do you guys think you have in you tonight? It's 1:45 in the morning. I don't know if we get into a scrap with this guy, are we going to be prepared to deal with him?
Oh, definitely not. We're going to get like... I mean, it's good that you're being inclusive, I guess.
By talking over a woman. That's my bad.
Yeah, I guess, a few things. If this presumptive murderer can do the inverse sieve technique, I guess what's stopping that from happening to us? That would be the first big thing. Second thing would be like, how do we know this person isn't just like gone already? They just like left the island or teleported. Can you teleport? Is that like a wizard thing?
I can't, but I've known wizards who can do that. But I believe Pentagram's a pretty weird place. It's hard to get here unless by previously arranged means. I it's a danger. To think that this person went back to choke point or somewhere also worries me. We don't know. I just don't know. If we can find a way to track this magical technique, that's a really good avenue of access. I don't know enough about this technique or magical tracking to figure that one out. That's like one place we can start looking. Just if we can try to find this physical person or someone who knows more about this, if we can find anybody that knows M&M and why someone might go after this amulet. I can stay on the grounds again because I don't know if I want to take this amulet off property with me. And if I see this person, I can try and track them. I can try to keep an eye on Stu in case someone tries to kill him. Because if I were a murderer and I found out that someone was a suspect, I would maybe not try to kill them. Actually, I don't. For someone who does investigations like this a lot, my train of thought is sometimes a little all over the place. But Zeke and Valerie, what do you want to do right now?
I think we should get a head start before heading and resting. I think we can like scope things out, but not get into any direct confrontations.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. You describe this person to Guy. Like, so you guys are on the lookout for a taller person in robes. There's quite a few robed people here, obviously, but it's something to keep in mind.
I think Zeke's first thought is to like go to where they made that sharp turn and see if there's any like tracks that stand out leading.
Totally fair. Val, are you going with, or are you splitting up right now?
Ooh,
Feel free to come with, or if you want to like see if there's a wizard that could identify how a spell was cast, like Guy was saying. I don't even know how we do that without letting people know that the warlock died. I'm like looking over my shoulder, making sure no one's hearing me.
I mean, I could just try to do some like general inquiry, ask some of the wizards if they know anything about the technique or how to trace it, but I could also just like go for now.
It'll probably be easier for someone. I will say, myself would be hard to ask wizards questions like these. They don't really trust incorporeal figures as myself, but wizards really feel like they can impress normal humans. So one of you asking a question like that would be less suspicious, especially as you're someone who is. I don't believe you have any form of magical power, Valerie.
Not that I'm aware of.
We'll see.
You always got to leave room for possibility, right?
I love that. And this is why I hire you, because you have growth potential. Who knows what Valerie's whole thing is? Okay.
I sure as heck don't.
I'm going to see if I can bounce between the two of you, just kind of keep pinging off of you as just a safety measure, and see if while I'm sweeping, see if I can find anything while that's going on. Which means that the two of you will hopefully be aware that the other one is safe. If you don't see me for more than, let's call it 30 minutes, rendezvous at the dock. And if in that scenario, by 3:30, you don't see all of us, whoever is there leaves and goes back to the house. Does this sound fair?
Yeah, sounds good.
Sounds good. I might want you to come with me, Guy. Like an extra set of eyes watching my back would be nice, but I get if you want to ping between the both of us.
I'll start going with you, Zeke, and if I'm not being very helpful, we can reconsider.
Yeah,
I appreciate that you ask when you need help. It's something that I'm really trying to learn to do. I need help getting this fucking voice right.
It's kind of like
Stu. Zeke, you are walking off with Guy Go. It'll take you a couple minutes to get there. It's kind of a large area. Valerie, it's still like late at night there, but it's hard to tell because of the level of light out there, but your watch that you brought with you. There's music bumping. There's people dancing in the field.
Is Smash Mouth still going?
Smash Mouth has stopped. It is now some fucking...
We missed like the closing song. They probably played...
They probably played All Star.
Yeah, they probably played All Star.
Or
it's the encore song.
of course, right? They do it as the first song and then they do it again later. Gotta. There's some fucking it's Said the Whale, but long before they were formed as a band or performing. People are a bit more mellow now. There's a lot of like stalls of like prophecy late at night. There's a lot of people whooping and hollering, celebrating the beginning of All Hallows Morn. And you see that there are more ghosts here now than there were before the stroke of midnight. Valerie, who are you going to ask things?
Yeah, I want to try to find like a wizard, but like the kind of wizard who looks like sort of like a bit nerdy, dorky. The kind of wizard that would like explain, like just info dump to you at a party. As if that was like them trying to flirt to you kind of thing.
The type of wizard that wants to impress Valerie.
Yes.
You see sat next
someone
to
who I can exploit for knowledge.
There's a very tall stack of books next to a very short drink of water in a too long flare-legged wizard's romper. Bespectacled, too big wizard hat, and pouring through. There's tomes floating around this person as they read diligently by a headlamp light. And they don't seem to notice you walking towards them, Valerie. They look like a nerd and a mark.
Hey, sorry guys, my camera died.
Okay.
R.I.P. Stu. Hey, you there, glasses?
Gadzooks!
This might sound weird, but like, are you a wizard?
Did my bookish demeanor give it away? Yes, I am. I am.
I gotta think of a good name for this person. Give me 10 years.
Reginald?
I am.
Quentin?
I am Regina.
Like after the city, or like
That's where I'm from, and that is where I did my techniques.
Oh, nice. What kind of techniques do you do?
I am Regina the Studier. I can turn written information into known information in your head without you ever reading a book.
You know what? That's actually kind of
Direct
cool.
upload. Shit's gonna
You know
go
what?
crazy.
You sound like a cool guy, Regina.
Get a book right up your Regina. That's what my t-shirts won't say. My
maybe
my
don't
wife
put that on the shirt.
really directly told me not to make that, and that's why I got a wizard's divorce.
How's that different from a normal divorce?
More yelling somehow. What can I do for you, Valerie Thorne? Wink. I know it, for I read it on your ID in your wallet.
That's a little concerning. But,
I can read anything within a 10-foot radii.
Huh. Cool. I was gonna do you know anything about spell tracking? I saw a wizard do a really cool spell earlier, and I was kind of wondering, how could I find out who sort of casted that, or how would you?
Oh, unfortunately, the book that would get me that information, I checked it out from the library, but I have quite a serious fine that I must pay off before I can review its contents, as wizarding libraries certainly work. So if only I had $18.95 cash with which I could give you this information of how to track any spell you wish. But no, my library card will be declined.
I mean, I got $13 in my pocket.
That's
Does that work?
cool.
I can track a
Alright.
spell for you. What spell do you wish to track? Was it some form of coolest fireball? Usually gets the ladies' things messing.
Fired?
That's good.
No, this is actually I think this is a contraband spell.
You a cop?
Yeah, I think it's called like.
Are you part of the wizard? Hey, shut the fuck up. Are you part of the wizard admin? You got to tell me now, or it's entrapment. Or sorry, or it's ensorcelment.
No, I'm actually trying to like get around them there.
Roll. I want to call it manipulate someone to see if you seem like to see if you come across as someone who's trustworthy in this type of shit.
That is a 5.
I would say you have a +1 for being all criminally and shit, but do you have a know someone technique, Valerie? Did you take that?
I have fixer, so if like I need to buy or like hire someone, I can like roll to see if I know someone.
What is the negative penalty on that roll?
And on a miss?
Yeah. Is that a different is that a different bonus than for what you just rolled?
It's not actually. It's the same bonus.
Fuck yeah. On a miss?
And on a miss, the only person who can help you is someone who absolutely hates you.
Valerie, you are now realizing that you do recognize this person, and you don't think they recognize you. You went to BCIT with this person. While there, they were studying. They were taking a business degree at BCIT. Why does this person really hate you?
Well, we both took an elective class together, and this guy would just like come into class every day, front row, answer all the questions.
Oh my god! Yeah.
And I was just kind of there playing like I was like the landmines game on my laptop for most of the lectures.
You playing Minesweeper? That's
Minesweeper.
Okay. Yeah.
And on the final, he got a 72 and I got a 73.
Okay, this guy yelled at you like so much that day. But he definitely doesn't recognize you right now. And you just get this big sinking feeling in your guts. You know that if anything causes this person to know who you are, they did say your name, Valerie Thorne. So I think this guy is kind of stupid, and not good at remembering people's names. But yeah, if he is made, I'm gonna say it would really slow shit down if you had to just find another wizard to track this spell. So this guy is willing to do this for the money, but if he finds out and realizes who you are, you're gonna have a wizard that knows you know he's a wizard that now really hates you even more for some reason. How's that?
That's good.
Has Valerie ever had like an elective class that she's dropped in the middle of like being paired up with someone as well?
Because
Like,
Valerie dropped out of
another
BCIT, right?
Yeah. Or yeah, I dropped out of school.
I just like to imagine there's like a bunch of like angry students that Valerie has wronged for different reasons all throughout.
So many group projects. I was like, yeah, I'll work on it, and I didn't do anything.
Yeah, just paste the Wikipedia page into the group. I read it.
Any of your part, it was all plagiarized.
Okay, we will go into a subterranean deal of sorts. The underground being the wizard underground. You and I will engage in a little trolling together. You want me to track this? You want me to track an illegal spell that was done? Are you trying to get this person to do this illegal spell for you? Tell me, what are we dealing with here? How fucked up? How fucked up are we? How fucked up are we talking?
The spell itself pretty fucked up. What I'm trying to do with the knowledge, I guess I'm sort of hired to find this individual.
If there's a monetary prize you will receive, I expect a 1% stipend.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'll talk to my boss about that. See what I can get you.
I will begin weaving up the necessary glyphs, and then you will lead me to where this spell occurred. Zeke.
Yo.
You get to this, like, approximately where you saw this person running. There's a lot of mud. There's a lot of tracks in the mud all over. This person was outside of the area that was like kind of like wipe reset by whatever the administrators did. There are footprints that lead here, and there's only give me you rolled for this before, and I'm gonna say it takes you a little bit, but with the use of Guy's flashlight, you find a pair of footprints that were running, and then those footprints stop, and other ones lead off directly away. It leads towards. There are like raceway tracks, kind of sort of around everything a little bit, where there are cars or motorbikes depending on what race is currently happening. They lead in the direction of that. If you want to find out more information about these tracks or anything like that, that's going to be a further investigative role. But you know where they are, and you know where they are leading.
And the tracks are just like disappearing, leading into the tracks of the people are leading towards the racetrack and disappearing like in around the area.
You've not yet followed these tracks to see where they lead to. They are pointed in that direction, and this person appears to have been running in a straight line.
Yeah, I want to stay stealthy and just follow the tracks a little bit longer.
Cool. Let's call that the act under pressure, just to see how well you are doing such.
Yeah. Not investigate a mystery or anything?
To be stealthy, no.
No. But like to follow the tracks as well.
I'm gonna say
because I have to like
do you want to do
about it.
Do you want to do it quickly?
No, I'm very much taking my time.
Then I don't think you need to do an investigate a mystery to keep tracking it. This is just surely to see how how non-suspicious you're being.
That is a 11 minus 1 is a 10.
Cool. You and Guy kind of casually are walking by, kind of chatting to each other. And you see these are some of the only tracks in the mud leading this way. Not a lot of people are going to like this part of the this isn't really where people watch the race or engage with the race. And you see the tracks go on to the raceway, and you see there are tire marks, and you see that the tracks end, and the car seems to have driven off somewhere. So you know that this person got into a four-wheeled vehicle of some description.
Yeah, and drove off.
Either drove off or was driven off.
Yeah. In what direction?
They drove, again, presuming directions, they drove, it's a north-south track, and they drove off north. The footmarks lead to the passenger side of the car, presuming that you know how to read tire marks, which I think Zeke knows how to know.
Yeah. Well, if they drove in one way,
yeah.
And presuming it's a North American car as well.
Yeah. North American wizard car, maybe.
Yeah. I think Zeke thinks there's no way he's gonna catch up to like a car, or like even if he does, like they're probably gonna be there. So this is probably the best information.
We at least know that they might not be working alone, or they have some form of self-driving car. But that's impossible in the year 2009, even with wizardry.
I mean, we did just watch Marshall Mathers get inversived.
True.
I think
what is
a
possible?
Self-driving car is very within the realm of reason.
I could make millions.
What if you like trapped a ghost in a car and made it drive it?
A ghost in the chassis? I'd watch that.
Yeah, something like that. And then Star White to a different sea.
If you went to the gas station, it would be like a ghost in the shell.
Oh, so true.
Ghost in the SO.
Ghost in the Husky. Henry, are you there?
That guy
right now?
never went back to Valerie. Just stuck with me the whole time talking.
He was interested.
Yeah.
Henry, you there?
Yes.
What is Stu doing after this? Curse Stufel.
I mean, probably just like going to sleep at this point.
Guy gave you.
I think I'm going back to regroup.
Cool.
Regroup. as well.
Yeah. Guy gave you his tent. Are you just gonna hitch up somewhere, Stu?
Yeah, I'm gonna set up, I guess, kind of near the clearing where people are getting stuff. But in the trees.
It's a relatively nice tent. One person, not like massive. It's kind of comfortable. As you are laying down to bed, you hear a little beep beep from your pocket.
I'm gonna check my pager.
You've got a couple messages. One that's like, "Hey dog, can't see where you are right now. Little concerning. How goes your performance project for me? Interested to hear updates / how is Pentagram?" Then, "Hey, I just got a weird email. Are you suspected for murder? ? If so, that's cool. ? If you could do the inverse civ technique, would up your pay. Seems like you're more of a cool wizard than I thought." Next step. All caps. Eminem's dead. Next message. Hey, more of my warlocks are in attendance. Don't talk to them. That was the most recent message you got. Oh, and then as you're looking at this, you see, good night. Sent for my hot tub.
Right. I guess if he's going to sleep, then I'm not going to respond to it.
You get a response to that thought that's like, no, I can just see that you're in bed.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess, yeah, there's a bit of a situation. I'm going to respond. Bit of an Eminem situation.
Need anything? Pleading face emoji?
Weird texter.
Rude.
Isn't this on like a beeper or a pager?
Yeah.
It's like a two-way pager. I mean, it's essentially a...
It's essentially a texting device. I thought
it's
pagers
essentially
were
just
supposed
a
to,
phone
like,
that can
deploy
only
a
text.
number.
Yeah, I think that is
yeah.
what a pager actually does. But this is like a magic.
Yeah. This is a warlock's text.
It's a major.
Nice.
I think the closest word that would describe what this is in 2009 is a pager, because they didn't have phones yet.
What? Yeah. Specifically.
No, I think
landlines.
it's like a Nokia.
No, I think it's like it's kind of like the Pony Express, nearest equivalent that we have in 2009.
Right.
That's when you get a guy with a horse to deliver your mail in the Old West.
I'm just gonna respond to working on it. I have to duel a guy tomorrow.
Sick. Again, if you need anything from me, I would rather see you win this duel. I'm a bit of a sponsor of yours.
Any tips?
You get a bolt of lightning hits the tent you are in and the middle of your head, and you're gonna get a +1 to the next 2 use magic rolls that you do.
Oh, okay.
That help?
Yeah, that'll do something.
Tent is smoking. Some guy sticks his head in and is like, "You okay, man?"
Yeah, I'm just having some just having trouble getting to sleep. But yeah, it's all good.
Lightning strike will do that to you. Okay, good night.
Good night.
Hey, can I buy some mushrooms?
I wish.
Fuck.
But definitely from someone else.
Oh, so true.
Good luck. Happy trails.
Rides his horse away.
Oh, that sound did not come through at all on the call.
Really? That's oh, I have noise suppression on.
It was really hard to tell what you were doing with your mouth.
I'm not gonna, not worth it for the bed. Do you go to bed, Stuart?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything more that I could do to prepare right now. That would be more effective than going to sleep.
Valerie, you and Regina get to where you saw roughly the inverse technique come from. And they've got a glowing Hope book in their hand, emitting a powerful beigeish light. Where you don't know where it was cast from, obviously. Where's the zenith of this spell? Where did it hit upon the ground? And you still don't really want to tell me what you don't want to tell me what type of spell it was,
I mean, if you really want to know, I mean, it's kind of gruesome, but like, do you want to know?
I really don't. I'm gonna err on the side of ignorance on this one, actually.
That's smart.
What I don't know can't hurt me. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not putting myself into any serious physical danger for the $13 you paid me to track down this caster, am I? Is this something I need to be? Is this something I need to be aware of? Sorry, I had a frog in my throat.
It should be good. Yeah.
Then stand back, woman. Sorry.
Okay.
And brownish yellow light. Is that what taupe is? Is taupe like a beige? Sorry, I can't be inaccurate.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh God.
Yeah. No, apparently it's French for mole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some little mole images come up.
Yeah. It's half it's half like Pantone stuff and half really cute pictures of moles.
Is that what he's casting?
Yeah. The dirt rises up around this molomancer as a kind of a light brown light blinds you, shining off this guy. And this kind of like ghostly foreshortening happens in front of him, and this like big solid not solid. This rectangle appears in space, all made up of like crisscrossing, delicate little lines, forming what looks like a net. And you see absolutely all of the color drain out of Regina's face. And they say, "I am unaware of what spell this is that we are tracking. Some form of shelf, I assume."
Elf?
Just verbal confirmation that this is not what I think it is would be nice. Again, for the suspension of me being in denial about what this I am currently helping you with would be awesome. Just for my records, this is not what I think it is.
Yeah.
Wink. Thank you. Okay, we're fucking kosher now. Holds out a brilliant brown gemstone. And like twists it in the air, and the sieve moves back slowly, frame by frame, and you see the outline of a body appear in it all of a sudden, and then it passes over it, and again, Regina goes, "Oh God." I'm gonna say you can only see what's happening if you are like you have your hand on Regina's shoulder, just to make it a bit less obvious for everybody else around you. And you two begin walking backwards, following this kind of brown this brown wall. Zeke, you and Guy see Valerie arm in arm with this little pipsqueak who has a hand forward, releasing brown light, walking where the sieve technique occurred. Oh, Zeke, that's
probably fine.
That's probably fine. That's Valerie. I mean, she's safe and sound. Found a cool wizard friend. Yeah. Should we? Do we want to follow without her knowing where we are? Maybe she.
Why?
Maybe I'm just spitballing here. How much do we really know about Valerie Thorne?
Literally nothing. But I know that she's probably not a wizard, and I don't think she knows how to cast the inverse sieve. The IS.
The IST.
The IST.
The insane sound tossy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good. I'm getting paranoid, man. It's
also we probably like would have seen her cast it. I don't really know how magic works, but like.
Wait a second. And he
he
drops the amulet that he was holding. He's like, "Oh my God, that thing is fucking cursed, man."
What the?
I feel so much better now. Oh my God, I picked that thing up.
I don't know. We have different compositions.
That's true. I don't think it's gonna kill you, but I'm gonna maybe put it in like
A Ziploc. Here, I have a little baggie, and I pull a little bag out of like one of the.
He like dumps the trail mix out of it. And oh Jesus! He like picks up his.
You could have eaten that.
I forget that food is a thing that people eat, man. I just like eating rancid meat. It's the only
I
thing.
thought you liked eating things to taste them.
Yeah, but the rancid. It's like again, unfortunately, a lot of Ghost Town accidentally gets inspired by Harry Potter. Like the more rancid the food is, the more realistic it is that I can taste it.
Is that a thing?
I don't know how that makes sense, but sure.
That's how ghosts eat food in Harry Potter, and I like set that up for Guy to eat gross bacon, and I forgot that was how it works in Harry Potter, and I'm stuck with it now because everything is canon, bro.
Right.
Canon
Even this conversation.
Whoa.
Whoa. That thing is cursed.
He holds Eminem's fucked up meta amulet in this little Ziploc bag. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna put this. He puts it in his briefcase. He's like, I don't like the implications of that. I don't want to be made into. I like Eminem's music. I don't want to become like him.
You think Eminem knew the meta?
I mean, I could get in a long conversation about my respect for Eminem's opinions about society and shit, but I think Valerie's got more important shit to be doing right now.
Yeah.
Valerie, you are walking backwards as this big rectangle is getting smaller and smaller and smaller in the air around you until you see the glorious kind of blue-tinged brown outline of a person in robes. It's that same blue light that was like soaking into Stu earlier. You see this person has what appears to be two wands, one in each hand, and they're holding them like that. And from between them, this sieve technique came out. They're very tall. You can see a kind of a goatee-like outline on their face. It's not something that you've ever seen before, Valerie, but you now know exactly what this person looks like.
Goatee guy.
Goatee, like kind of shoulder-length, longish hair.
Evil Stew.
They've got wow, yeah, that's funny. This guy looks he's got a big old kind of wide grin on his face. He looks pleased to be doing this. Any further details than that would take some form of investigation. And at 2 hours and 11 minutes, we're coming up on the end of this stream. Thank you for chilling out for a longer one, folks. I just wanted to really get into some of the meat and potatoes of what was going on here.
Does Regina react to seeing, like, can Regina tell that it's Eminem, or is it just kind of like a grid void?
Where it hit Eminem, it was just the outline of someone like in the sieve, and Regina walked past that bit pretty quickly, not wanting to get any more visual information. She even like doesn't see or. Interesting. They even don't seem very down to like know what the person who cast it looks like. It's like,
yeah.
I got books to read, Val. I want to get away from this situation pretty quick. So let's not dilly dally. Do you have all you know what he looks like? I don't. The announces to the room around her. Are we good? Can I go? Are we good? I really don't fucking like this.
Yeah, I can find you to give you some more payment if you want.
That's fine. Let's not do this. Let's not do this again. Forget you ever met me.
Who are you?
That's rude. But
because you said like.
I get you. Valerie, do you want to? Valerie strikes me as someone who might have a camera on her. Do you want to see if you can take a picture of this? I don't know if that picture would work. But you know.
Yeah, I'll try. I probably have like one of those like little like point and shoots, a Nikon cool pics or something.
Nice. Wow, fun pull. Yeah. You snap a photo. Your camera's really hot in your hands for a second, and then you look through the little slideshow mode, which drains the battery really quickly, and you see it's a little distorted, but you can pretty clearly make out what this person looks like in this kind of brownish blue light, even when you are not physically touching Regina.
Okay, cool.
Evidence gathered. Are Zeke and Valerie, I'm guessing, not sleeping on the campgrounds? Are you guys going back to the island overnight?
Honestly,
yeah, we might as well. We don't have a tent, so.
Oh yeah, I honestly, I was okay with just crashing here, but like, yeah, if you want to go, we can.
Yeah, Zeke. I think I'm also gonna. I'm gonna stay on the island. I'm gonna stay at Pentagram. Maybe do a bit.
Where are you guys spending the night?
Oh, I don't sleep. I'm just gonna keep doing shit all night. Nighttime shit.
That would be nice, but I'm kind of crashing hard.
I mean,
I might just sleep on the boat or something.
Yeah, I got a futon back there.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Oh yeah, it's really nice. It's my fuck boat.
Zeke is in like not stunned silence, but he just doesn't know how to answer this.
It's like you're and your uncle talking about sex.
Except it's my employer.
He's currently smoking a spliff as well. Yeah.
Oh, I know. Like holding a cursed amulet.
You have a great night. I'll see you bright. I'll bring you breakfast tomorrow morning, Zeke. Employee benefits.
Thanks.
And also, you're watching my boat, so I really appreciate that. And we could probably work this out where you watch my boat more often, I think. You seem pretty good at watching. You seem good at watching shit, man. Hey,
I'm gonna go to bed. I'm really tired. Like, I don't want to cut you off or anything.
It's 2 in the fucking morning. Val.
Zeke is backing off as Guy is still like talking to him. No, I really should get.
¿Quieres? Where'd you get that rolly chair? It's crazy. Valerie, you have a good night. I'm gonna do the thing that I said I was gonna do with you and Zeke and that didn't, probably. Where I just kind of like bounce between Stu and you and maybe Zeke if I feel like it. If anything happens, I'll try to wake you up. I can bring you breakfast tomorrow morning. My treat. Are you thinking like, when are you gonna try to? You're probably gonna get up with the sun, even though the sun is kind of eternally at like a twilight type thing. So. I'll figure it out.
I'll wake up when I wake up.
Yeah, I'll see you before Stu's thing at noon. Are we gonna watch that?
Sure, that could be fun.
That could be fun. Hey, you have a great night. Whoa! Car race happening in the sky.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah. I feel like this was this guy talking to himself. This was a good day.
I mean, this is. Eminem died like several hours ago. Not to like bring that up again, but like
he pulls out his sand disc and he puts in his earbuds. He's like, I'm gonna listen to the Marshall Mathers LP just so I can fucking feel something. Thanks a fucking lot, Valerie. I had for a moment actually forgotten that Eminem had died. I just assumed we were doing some of our weekly Monster of the Week wizardly hijinks, but now I'm really fucking upset. Did we save anybody from certain death or worse?
I mean, maybe
no.
Stu.
No.
I will say
I don't think we saved Stu.
That's true. I'm gonna say that you guys all rolled really well to get out of that big spell that the wizards were doing, and I think that worse could be described with some of the shit that might have happened to you guys if you'd been hit by that. It would have been a lot more. Okay. It would have been a less nice interrogation with the admin if that had happened.
Right.
So that's gonna be that's one marked yes. Did we solve the current mystery?
No.
I think Stu did it.
You know what? All evidence does point to Stu at the moment.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
Did we learn anything new or important about one of the hunters?
I mean, Stu can cast the reverse sieve.
No. Okay.
We learned a bit about Valerie's past pissing people off in post-secondary education. We learned, did we learn anything new and important about the world, though?
Oh.
We learned Eminem had a cursed amulet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess like the whole thing with the administration as well.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Okay, we'll call that 1 XP each then. That's 2 yeses, not 3 or 4.
I still need to level up from last week.
Yeah, me too.
That's cool.
I leveled up during the session.
It took plus 10 weird. Thank you. If you watch this,
you're welcome.
That's it. Yeah, that was fun. I'm gonna end the stream now. Thank you, people, for watching. You can find Henry on www.bandicam.com /
real sex footage. You can find Reese on twitch.tv/GameGrumps. You can find Luna putting beans into bags. Good luck, everyone. And when Planet of the Apes happens, I hope that you're better than a monkey butler, but worse than a human like betrayer to the monkeys. You know what I mean? Like, I want you to have status, but I don't want you to be like, bad to me to have to hold.
You. That means a lot.
And you can take that shit to the bank.
And to the grave.
And to the